Hi, we're group 6, and for our wine region product, we decided to do the region of Bordeaux, France.
So the location of the Bordeaux is located on the Atlantic coast of the country of France, and it's considered one of the great wine capitals of the world. Bordeaux includes 57 appellations and 38 subregions, which makes it one of the largest appellation wine producers in France. The history of the region: the Romans were the first people to cultivate the area around 60 BC, which is when they started producing wine and building vineyards. The first wine that was produced in Bordeaux was assumed to be based on the vines and grapes transported from Rioja, Spain. And the first wine that was exported to England was Saint Emilion in the 1300s, and it already had developed its positive reputation for quality.
Going into soil and weather influences, the climate of Bordeaux is pretty warm, the average growing season temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and the region receives about 31 inches of rain during the year. Some soil types that dictate what grapes are grown include, when looking at a map of Bordeaux, the left side is called the left bank and the right is called the right bank. The left bank has more gravel and the right bank has more clay and limestone. These are two images that just kind of show the types of wine that is grown within the vicinity. And so for gravel soils, it's adds some, or it softens tannins. It's usually in warmer temperature and well-drained soils, and is commonly found in Medoc and Graves. Then we also have the clay soils, which are predominantly clay limestone soils, and they add tannins and fruitiness, are usually in cooler temperatures and wetter soils and commonly found farther inland.
Okay, and then as far as varietals, they're separated into two different groups. So they're going to be the main varietals, which are going to be the main grapes that are involved in the winemaking process for Bordeaux wines. And then the second part is going to be auxiliary varietals. And these are going to be more present in lesser quantities and really bring out the personality of the wines. So as far as red wine, the varietals that are main are going to be the Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Cabernet Franc. And then for the auxiliaries, they're going to be the Carmenere, the Malbec, and then the Petit Verdot. And then for the Cabernet Sauvignon, which is going to be like the most present one in the varietal, it's going to be a really traditional grape variety for the Bordeaux vineyards, and it's going to be generated through heat of like the gravelly soil because it's from the left bank. And they're definitely, the reds for Bordeaux are known to be more medium to full-bodied and have bold aromas of like blackcurrant, plums, and earthiness, smelling kind of like soil or pencil lead. And then for the white wines, it's going to be more of like these like main varietals of the Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, and Musadal, as well as having the auxiliary varietals of Colombard, Merlot Blanc, Sauvignon Gris, and Uni Blanc. And then as far as like a breakdown of like the different types of grapes in each red, as you can see, Merlot is going to be the most popular one for reds. And it's going to be the Semillon is the most popular for the whites.
Yeah, so for some financial impact, more than 2.5 billion of euros of Bordeaux wine are produced each year. This is the largest wine producing region in France, and probably the most important one, influential and popular wine region in the world. Today, close to 60 million cases of red Bordeaux wine and 5 million cases of white Bordeaux wine are produced each year. Comparing Bordeaux to all the other wine regions in the world, close to 1.5% of the entire world's wine comes from there. Another few dates is that in France, the wine industry contributes significantly to the national economy, providing jobs and income for a large number of people in the region. On a global scale, Bordeaux wines are highly looked up after and are exported to many countries, generating substantial revenue for the French wine industry and the economy in general.
Fun fact, Bordeaux, France is classified as a city of art and history. It has 362 historic monuments, some dating back to the Roman times.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.